Welcome back to another Habs Summer Target with the hockey coach, Coach Frenchy, directly for the beautiful country of Thailand on amazing, great Monday night for you guys, July 7th, 2025. Hopefully an amazing, great start of the week. Ready to rock and roll the show tonight with me, talking about the NHL news and the Montreal Canadiens. And when the Montreal Canadiens are going to become a top four in NHL? That's the biggest question of the night here in the Hockey Nation and the Habs Nation. We're going to go through this with a smile, happiness, joy, peaceful, and without you, it would be impossible. So I know all of you are ready to rock and roll tonight with me. I'm very excited. Sleep better. I'm still at the jail at the X account. They don't respond. I create a new one, but nobody wants to look at me right now. Sleep 5 hours. That's pretty good for me. And wake up at 5:30. It's going to be a long day, but a great day. We pick up, finally, we crossed the 9,700 subscriber. We are missing 294, 93, I believe, to reach the 10,000. This is the mark we're looking for. We have two goals for the summer until October 10. Cross the 10,000 and cross the 100 member of the Hockey Nation and the Habs Nation. So I can't do it most of by myself, but it would be great if you can help me to reach those two goals of the Hockey Nation, Habs Nation. We're going to celebrate our 6th anniversary, August 25th. Don't forget, July 13th. It's approximately 5-6 days from here. We're going to celebrate that day of the André Robert Drouin, notre ami. Our friend André passed away 2 years ago. And every year, July 13, we make that special day for our friend André. Talking about friend, don't forget, guys, to pray and talk about Mr. Enartap and his family and all the people. And Kirk, I think it's Kirk County in Texas, where the flood destroyed everything, and they obviously lost over 80 people so far. And some of them is the kids at the summer camp. That's terrible. And think about this. It's summer. It's hot in Texas. It's beautiful. Great river, the Quet Loop. I've been there many times, guys. I'll give you other information about that. It's great location. And the camp is on the wood, a little bit close to the river. And the parents drop their kid for the week. Imagine that. You leave your kid there, your beautiful daughter, 9 years old, 10 years old, and the next day you hear she's gone. So it's really terrible. It's something you cannot control, right? But, and here we are here sometimes complaining about Montreal Canadiens or by myself with my life. We have to reflect about others where it's not easy. So pray for them. We wish the best for all the people touched by that events, and hopefully they're going to recovery. We know the 21 million people in Texas are going to solidarity together and to be together to helping each other. And we wish the best for the people in Texas. But tonight we have a big subject tonight. The Habs Cup window. Is it 3, 5, or 7 years? Let's go and talk about this. We're going to give you guys also, inside of that tonight, who is going to be in the roster, going to be at the top 4 in NHL team, and who is not going to be there for the roster we have today. So this is going to be very interesting. If you follow me, guys, he did not kick out this video today, obviously. Time to deliver. 3 players going to have to step up to give a better chance for the Montreal Canadiens to make the playoff again. And I thought it's going to be a good hit. The last couple of days, 4 of my last 5 videos in the morning at 10 a.m. hit 1.5, 3,000 viewers. One of them hit almost 7,000. So I was very excited about yesterday. And and I will give you sometime, guys. You make mistake, rookie mistake, and I'll be honest with you. When you set up a video like I do every morning, it takes approximately 3 hours. Let's go with 2 hours, but it could be a little bit more. So you recording your voice, you cut the voice, and then after that you add the clips, everything like that. You make graphic, everything. From the beginning to the end, you have to write the article, everything, and away. At the short story, guys, I'm almost done. You have about 5 more minutes to do. And I have like all the other file where I pick up some clip left and right, Slafkovsky and Dvorak, everything like that. And I delete it. I delete my video. So I had to do it again. It was easier because I remember what I did, but it was, again, not easy because of that situation. But when you do this, you do it with smile, and so you know what, it's okay. So I did again, and unfortunately, did not kick yesterday. I'm about nowhere. The YouTube channel algorithms, it did not pick it up. So we'll see. Sometimes you hit the target, sometimes you miss the target. But the most important things, when you miss it, you have to show it again. So I'm going to show it again tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. my video. I'm unstoppable. Is it a right word? Unstoppable? I think it is. Consistency, work ethic, focus. I'm working right now. I don't go out. I have a 30 plan, lose weight, gym, better, bigger, and then eat well, go to bed early, and work 14 hours per day. I have another channel, but I will wait after a couple of weeks what it look like, and then I will go to announce you this, what it look like. Until then, I'm going to do it secretly, and we'll see what's happening. But it is what it is. First of all, we have you people in the chat. Welcome back, Mr. David Gervais, de retour avec nous ce soir. Mr. David, welcome in the house. Our friend Billy, talk about consistency. He is the man. Welcome back, Billy. Frank, back in the house. Thanks so much, Frank, for your email. It's funny, Frank, because when you send it to me, you know, guys, my best friend right now is AI, Gemini, and ChatGPT. And I request some information over there. I took your information, Frank, to ask them some question. And ready? It helped. Thanks again. Larry Lavalley back in the house. Hopefully, Larry, you're doing well. And your wife, we think about you. We pray for you. We asked this for the people yesterday. Glad to see you. Don't forget, guys, to answer the poll in the chat. And of course, don't forget to click on the like, subscribe, become a member of the Hockey Nation Show, and my new Patreon. Patreon right now, I have 2 members, Larry Lavalley and Ron. That's okay. Every day, I deliver a new article. I don't give up. One day we're going to get 3, and then maybe 4, maybe 5. And when you have this, guys, like I remember when I started the channel 5 years ago, me, Michael DeBellano, is dog, and I bring my cousin because I said it would look good if we have at least 1 person. I think we got like 6 people the first show. I have a picture of this. I'm going to bring it to you guys a little bit later during the summer. Anyhow, my mindset is always like this. Whatever you have, 1 person, 2 people, or 10, or 600, or 1,000, it's the same way you deliver it to the people. You show up the same level, the same way. And I learned this really quickly at a young age. That's two things I learned a young age when I play hockey. We tell that never compare with anybody. You're never going to reach better at Tony Marinaro example. I will never be better to all the expert in hockey. But I can be better on my own version every single day. This I learned this very early in my age. The second thing, you can only control what you can control. If I do my best, I will make my effort, I stay focused and disciplined. I do it with passion, with love. I try to helping and serve and care about others. I did my mission on my day. Two things, this is stick on my head, I stick on my phone. I see this every single day. That's not key to be success in life. But what it gave me the key is to be happy inside of myself. And when you're happy inside yourself, you're lucky. About what you have at the bank, it's just about how you feel about yourself. Anyhow, sorry about that. David Standerman is in the house. Welcome back. Raphaël Ladouceur. Welcome, Raphaël Ladouceur. Is it not Jacques Ladouceur, the PI of the radio for the Montreal Expos? No, it was Jacques Doucet. I apologize. Randy Ladouceur play in NHL, by the way, I believe. Eminem back in the house. Some of you back from vacation. Welcome back, Eminem. Roger from Vermont and Massachusetts. Notre ami Roger Bouchard is large. How is your visa situation going, Stan? Nothing. The guy yesterday, Monday, only in Thailand. I go there. I did not call him. I just go there. He was not there. On Monday, his daughter get married yesterday. Not Saturday, not Friday, but a Monday afternoon. Only in Thailand. So I have to return today and see what's happening about that. Thanks for asking, Stan. I'm already in the jail at X. Could be the jail in Thailand. I could be go to Vietnam or Philippines. I don't want to go nowhere. We'll see. Zeph Lekab is in the house and tonight. Zeph is already in Philippines or Vietnam, by the way. Maybe I'm going to go to see Zeph, stay with Zeph. Whatever. RJ Calabo is in the house. Welcome back, RJ. Shelton for Winnipeg is in the house. Not a problem, Shelton. You know, that's important. Pass my time with my half. You well, family first. Most important things. Coach Frenchy, my friend. Randy, not late tonight. Randy is back at the right time. Welcome back, Randy. Thanks for being with us. PLW. Hey, PLW. Hopefully you have an amazing, great weekend. Bryce Arbor to hit a home run for 7. Or Schwabird 455. Good show all. PLW, enjoy. Eminem, 10,000 shortly. Yeah, it's a big statement, the 10,000, like I mentioned to you guys. It's about financially revenues is great, is better. You get some kind of, how I can say that, you get some kind of, they're recognized by the YouTube people, YouTube channel, so they give you more ads, roll, B-roll inside of your video. You make a little bit more money, maybe increasing 30%, for 20 to 30% more. But we'll see. Contrôlé, sad for everyone. My condolences to everybody involved, Larry. Ron with Kings back in the house. I didn't forget you, Ron, but I will do it very soon. TH knocked the door with the New York Islanders. I'm doing, guys, maybe tonight or Wednesday. We're going to set up now the 32-team prediction or projection for the upcoming season. Who is going to be a contender for the Stanley Cup and NHL? Who's going to make the playoff? Who's going to be the bubble team? Is going to be at the bottom. So expect this tomorrow night. Luciano, after he take a vacation, Luciano went to the beautiful park in Toronto for the last couple of days. He has some kind of picnic, everything like that, with his little bit basket and, the bread, the cheese, and the wine. Luciano walking in the park and looking around and will listen, hear the bird around him, put his blanket right there, and feel good about that, Luciano. Welcome back, Luciano, modérateur de Hockey Nation Live Show, the new fans, the new Montreal Canadiens fans. Julien Wiseman Vizna back in the house. PS knocked the door. Well, guys, PS, guys, in my top 3 best people comments on my video. Not every day, but he comments long comments, guys, and video. If you watch my video, guys, check on the comments. PS, he's always there usually, and he did a very great conversation in that chat. So I wish PS I can reply longer. It's just my time is limited. I try to pick up everybody, but I do at least a stop and I tell you what I agree or disagree with you, and. But PS, you did a very great time over there. Maurice Robillard from Thailand is in the house tonight with his beautiful girlfriend. Maurice, I can't wait to see you. Come to see me in Thailand. Maybe I will be in the jail, but we'll see. No, not going to be in the jail. But maybe I will not be in Pattaya. Maybe you have to see me in Vietnam. But we'll see. I laugh about this. I'm worried? No. But just a mistake. It is what it is. But not won't happen again. I'm going to give my date to Roy. And Roy is going to remind me every year. Coach, not July 14th, but it's April 14th, Coach. Got it, Roy. Sean McIntyre directly for the Maritimes back in the house. I think I was in the 500 so, but I watch all the time, just only talk sometimes. Good job. Thanks so much, Sean. Very kind of you. Sean, guys, quiet, but when you talk, his words are priceless about the Montreal Canadiens. Don't talk a lot, Sean, but I know. Every time you have a question or you make a comment, it's very heavy. It's not light. And Sean, knowledgeable about hockey. Many of them, guys, I think I talk about Georges Doucet, Rudolph, right now in our tap. Some people right now are in the chat. We do not make any comments. Listen and watch the chat. So, we welcome all of you. Thanks to be a part of support the Hockey Nation Live Show. So thanks of you. Cash Friend is out. You are one, if not the best show on the app Contenders. The best thing about the show is that you are honest about how you feel about the team. You welcome, Cash Friend. Appreciate that. Another one show up every time. Bonsoir. Elle est partie, Jays 2-1. PW. Look like the Jays are doing well, by the way. Not because I don't stop to do baseball. But from recommendation, they told me not to be hockey, baseball, football, everything like that. So I don't know. I'm going to do maybe the game of the week, maybe. We'll see about that. Bonsoir, c'est parti. 3-1. Here we go. I've been watching the entire 1900 Patrick Division Final, Pinsett versus Islanders, Frank. I'm doing a Beyond the Greatness. My first player is going to be Ken Dryden. It's evergreen stuff like this I'm working. I tried to get the voice of someone. So people don't like the I voice, everything like that. I don't know if I do it with my voice. I know it's not perfect, it's not great, but we'll see. Frank Habs can send Dale Hunter a gift for knocking out Pierre Durion in that series. For that, RG Calabro, Cam York, here we go. One of my favorite quotes is by Marcus Aurelius. He said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Yep, you're right about that. Maybe you didn't know, I did not talk a lot about this, but I met a girl like 15 years ago. We've been together for about 4 years. And she was a sport girl. Like, she was doing all this stuff. We hike a lot. We did many Colorado, all the way to the 14,000 14,000 altitude all the way up in the top. She was in shape, played tennis, golf, running, everything like that. And I run a lot. But anyway, all the activity, guys, I have 3 shirts. A blue, a red, and a black. And they are all about the Philippine 413. And if you want to watch it, I don't talk too much about this, but you can looking for Philippine 4.13, and that's been on my shirt every time. And every time I was walking with this from the back, when I would pass someone running, they would tell me, keep up with your great work, sir. I love you. Yeah, I love your shirt or something like that all the time. So that remind me this. Maybe I have to leave too. A lot of new banking policy causing me problem, Maurice. That's another problem also with that part, Maurice. I tune in because the Habs are not my number one team, are not my number one, but I do like Journal de Hockey. Talk as you province Oscar. You're welcome, Mr. TH. We love you too. J'ai vu passer que les Canadiens sont encore intéressés with Kyrou. Là, je ne sais plus qui suivent. Puis honnêtement, je ne vois pas Kyrou venir à Montréal. Ken Hughes a fait un méchant job. Puis Tiki, bon livre, bon live. Randy, Raphael, sorry about that. Raphael, I will answer to you in French for the people. Sometimes I answer back and forth in French. But je te dirais une chose, Raphaël. Je ne vois pas Kyrou avec les Canadiens de Montréal à cause qu'ils n'ont pas ce que le Blues recherche. Je serais très surpris que le Canadien fait une transaction avec le St. Louis Blues pour Jordan Kyrou. C'est vraiment une histoire à capoter parce qu'une journée, la transaction, ça n'arrivera jamais. Les Canadiens ne sont pas intéressés. Puis le lendemain, hop, les Canadiens sont encore... Donc, ça prouve une chose, Raphaël, c'est les experts, sometimes, plusieurs fois, sont dans l'erreur. Donc, il faut prendre ça avec un brin de sel, puis vivre avec ça. Donc, c'est comme ça que je vois ça. So, people did not understand what I just said to Raphael. I said, you talk about Jordan Kyrou, rumor with the Montreal Canadiens. Sometime one day it's all in, the next day are not in. It's up and down like this. And it's like, who do you believe in the hockey world? At the end of the day, guys, every rumor around the NHL, you have to take this like, you have to take it just slowly or take it like a little bit, some true behind that, but not much, because how many times you have a rumor and it never happened. So that's the point I'm sharing with Raphael about that. So I apologize. Don't speak a lot French, but people ask me sometimes to do it. So I apologize for all of you. Pete Martin back in the house tonight. Welcome back. Roy, salut coach. Bonne chance aujourd'hui. Merci beaucoup, Roy. Yep, I will give you more information about that. Roy, I'm not sure if I go at the big time between 10 to 4 o'clock or I go back after 4 o'clock. Maybe the immigration will be closed. But that's close. But the wave of all the people and on the line, I'm not going to be there. I use a service beside. I pay a little bit more, but I don't have to be in the line. So I have a meeting with them. We're going to sit. We're going to see the different option I have, and we'll see from there. So let's see. A question for Rhonda. You can ask questions, guys. You can see, guys. It's almost 25 minutes here. I did not talk about the deep about hockey. Why? Because the most important things, guys, in my opinion, when you do a chat or you do something like that during summertime, but it's about the people. It's about you. Without you, this does not exist. So you deserve to have those kind of time for you before we talk about Sidney Crosby. Some people said no, coach at the beginning gave them a CTA, call for action. It's not what I see. Me, the human being is the most important thing. I prefer talking with Larry Lavallee at talking about Larry Robinson. Why? Because Larry Lavallee is one big supporter of the channel, not because what he brings, but as a human being in the chat. That's what I'm talking. That's how I see that. So we can build that kind of community. It's not for all the people. Some people don't like it, and it's okay. Some people don't like my voice. Some people think I'm too old. I got all the negativity guys in the chat. People like, and you have to take it like smile. So that's okay. That's that's okay. That's who I am. I wish I have like, well, let's go and welcome back to the Hockey Nation live show. A deep voice and a great language, English, and everything like that. But I'm not, and I'm over 60, so I'm not going to chant tomorrow. But I do it with my authenticity, my authenticity. I do it with who I am. So yes, I'm humble and honest about that, and that's pretty much it. Yes, sir. Exactement ce que je pensais, mais mes amis qui sont fans du CH arrêtent pas de me dire que c'est l'insigne Pease, mais je ne vois pas cela. Non, Raphaël, c'est pas la pièce du gros morceau de la tarte. Oh, du casse-tête, Raphaël. Je suis d'accord avec toi. Et tu, Crosby, McDavid et Kyrou are all coming to the Habs. David Pagnotta. That's a good one, A2. Bobby, I miss you in that. A2 guys, yeah, I'm sure he's not going to be shy about that. A2, his name and the X account is Bobby. He responds to my post many times. And right now I'm in the jail, so he cannot see anything about that. But you can follow me. I tried to catch you on the X account, but I cannot remember your name there, Bobby. So look for Habs Nation Live. And you can find me there. I didn't post a lot. I just be quiet right now. I try to take care about the support of the X. Most rumor has been dropped by players' agent to get things going from unset players. I like that, PW. Something we don't think about this a lot. You're right about this. I cannot speak or understand French, but I love hearing people speak. Ron, about that. Peach Rain. Willie Sutter back in the house from Denver. Hey, coach, I can see the Ab been contender soon, but they are in the tough group to get past the East Conference Florida. It caps everything, Willie. Yeah, you're right about that. It's not easy for sure. How you doing, buddy? How the moves? How your channel's doing, guys? Willie part of the channel. I never been there. I apologize, Willie. I think what you do, you stream. I'm at the same time streaming. If not, let me know, Willie. Maybe stop by and maybe go with you one night. Frank, je comprends un peu. André Larry Willie. Maurice, Frank, c'est bien Frank. Good impression. Or keyboard warrior. I'm AP, so maybe think the L would be a real contender. Listen, next 3 years, Pete. And everything. Frank, you are still in Twitter. Jill, wow. Yep, A2. The problem is like I cannot go in. Like I type, sign in, like I do all the time, and they bring me back at the screen. They're asking me change your password. I cannot change my password if I cannot go in. So I text the last 3 days, and they don't respond. Like I send them I wake up this morning, I send them another email. I say, hey, I know, but I'm in the jet, but I'm hungry. I need some eat. Some food. So we'll see. Now, I feel bad because I think A2, you know, I've been very good on the X account. I pay an extra money per year per month to put more letters or character to show everything. I built a good reputation in world of the hockey ad prospect. I have many people follow me, over 3,000. But now, boom, July 4th, I believe, was my last post, if I can recall it, A2. After Asterix or Lucky Look, we miss Luc Lafortune, gross coach age, bring knowledge. I can count on you on my apps news. Thanks so much. If I can make a suggestion, it would be nice. One time a week or a month, a full French show. Excuse me. People ask me sometimes to do it. I'm not sure I can. Not because I cannot, but I don't know. Maybe a recording, a live stream. We don't have enough French people, but maybe make a one show every 2 weeks in French, everything like that. By the way, guys, I know I don't say that. If you're a member of the channel, send me an email, coach@coachfrenchy.com. We try to build the Sunday morning show at 10 a.m. where you come there as a Zoom. It's not part of this. The only way you can be there if you're a member of the channel. And there you can ask questions, you can see other people's face, everything like that. I think it would be good. Whenever we have 5, 6 people at the beginning, it's not a big deal. Sometimes Marco will join me, everything like that. So we'll see. Coach, you're there quick to take your money, but you cannot talk to anybody when you have a problem. Same with YouTube. You're right about this, Maurice. Great comments about that. Here we go, guys. We're going to start this. So we get, guys, the NHL news, the Habs news, and the Habs what's next. And below, you have Habs, how long it takes to be a cup contender. I'm going to talk about a question of the night, and we have the clash at the end of the show. So busy. We're going to hit already 9 o'clock, so we have about 90 minutes. But I think we're going to go this very quick. Yeah, nothing is going on in NHL today, guys. It was boring in NHL today. And for the next 10 days, 12, 15 days, it's going to be like this in July. So I'm asking myself, do we need to do a show every night? I don't know. I'm going to do it for the last couple of days. But if I see during this week, nothing's going on a lot, maybe go back with 4 shows per week, Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and for a couple of weeks. And if something happening, but you can pop up the evening. But we'll see about that. Or maybe create a show only 60 minutes. So I'm still the pot to figure out what is the best for everybody. We'll see that. So the news, guys, today. First of all, the 5'8". I'm going to repeat this. The 5'8". Tyler Johnson retired after 13 seasons, 747 games, 33 points. I believe he has 193 points. In NHL, here we go. 193 goals in NHL, 240 assists for Tyler Johnson. Of course, 9 years with the Tampa Bay Lightning, a couple of years with Chicago, finished with Boston, played only 9 games last season. At 34 years old, he's going to be 35 the next 20 days, or less than 20 days. Retire in NHL. 5'8" only, 185 pounds. Been a lot of great year with the Tampa Bay Lightning. And he proved it. A small size or small gabarit, he can make it. And if we have some doubt for LJ Money, you never know what could happen. So we'll see. It will be that one over there. But I cannot really guess on the team if you are available for about 15 minutes on Thursday at 9 o'clock Eastern Time. I will send you the guest link, but my Facebook account got suspended for no reason. Here you go. He is on the jail also. Willie. We're going to stay in touch. Willie, you can email me at coach@coachfrenchy.com. Joël Desbiens, bonsoir. They have a goaltender and the QM when I was walking. I believe it was, is it Yannick Desbiens? PLW can helping me on that one. Yannick Desbiens or Frédéric Desbiens. I know it's Frédéric Beaubien, but you have a Desbiens goaltender at the QM. I could be wrong, but Joël, you remind me that goaltender in my head. Welcome back, Mr. Joël. From where? Joël. Tyler Johnson was a good hockey player, A2. Yes, Bush is back in the house. Is it true the Canadiens have no scouting QM? So there's sometimes dans les coulisses, the marqueur or the fan Canadian on Facebook, blah, blah, they create some kind of clickbait on the internet. So, again, those websites, you have to pick it up and 50-50 like the rumor. So, what they said today, Montreal right now, today, they don't have anybody. They have no hockey. Yeah, you cannot watching a QM, you have no hockey. They have 2 people working for Montreal and the QM. Serge Boisvert and Donald Odette for many years. In the last couple of years, Serge Boivard got a job to take care about the international players. Same thing happening with Donald Odette now. He's going to work with different players at the next level. Could be NCAA. So he's going to be that kind of role he's going to do with Montreal Canadiens. So yes, they don't have anybody, but they're going to have someone. So good call for that one. But take a pension is not going to figure out something but sure. But glad you pick up that kind of information, and you can prove to you, Belch, I read the same stuff like you do. Ken McCarthy back in the house, the right fielder, batting fourth, number 31, Ken McCarthy. Welcome back in the house. Félix Seguin set with Kyrou et Palat. Et Visidem, let's triplet. David, Kyrou et Palat. I run. I just hear a rumor, got breaking news. Andrew McBain from the Utah Mammoth was on arbitration. We talked about this yesterday. Just signed a new deal with the team. So Andrew McBain is not going to be part of the arbitration now. The deal, it popped up really quickly in front of me, guys. If someone can pick it up, it would be great. Have a notification, guys. I can watch every breaking news in NHL on my screen now. So it's happened sometimes on the live stream. It's rare, but it's happened right there. Born to be Habs. My favorite episode are one you have Quest say, oh, I like you to coach. You're welcome, Born. We're going to get more. Just the time of the summer. It's not easy right now. Boom, bonsoir. Elle est partie. Addison Barger. What a great month he has, Addison. The All-Star game is going to be next week. Coach, is McDavid still a possibility for our Habs? I think as of lately, the Habs were on the many team. They was interested in him. Is he a fit? Yes, he is a good fit, Raphael McDavid. Now, I don't see the Ducks trade McDavid. There's going to be a little bit period of negotiation between both parties. But McDavid, for me, it never been in the market. That's my feeling about that, Raphael. But thanks again. Thanks for again. Look on the likes. Look like he has 5 years at 4.25. Thanks so much. Mammoth are going to be a special thing toward this coming season run. You're right, Coach. Did you know my guy John Ferguson won 5 Stanley Cup his short 8 years of career, and it took him 18 seconds at his first NHL game to fight the tough that tough guy. John Ferguson guy was Fergie was his name, number 22. Those guys, the guy that fight like this, the tough guy, they're always like a special nose, right? The nose is flat, it's coming down. Ferguson have the nose like that. Tim Hunter had some kind of the nose like John Ferguson. About that, great comments, Pete. I don't think Ken Hughes is done yet, Coach. I think he is, but we'll see. When I say he is, guy, for the second center, I want to breaking news. Kushner tonight with Montreal, David. Here we go. We're talking about this next couple of minutes. The Philadelphia Flyers signed Cam York for 5 years, $5.1 million. If you remember, guys, Cam York was part of the dream team, the team USA. With Sirkot, Spencer Knight, Cole Caulfield, all those stars. Remember, this was a 2019-2018 at the NHL draft. I think it was in Chicago. Or I think I was sitting on the side. That was in Vancouver. Anyhow, Cam York was at 12. 13, 14, Montreal was 15. we still have on the board Spencer Knight, Cam York, Cole Caulfield. And my dream was to get Cole Caulfield at that time. And finally, 12, Spencer Knight for the Panthers. I cannot remember number 13. Number 14, oh my God, the Flyers on the stage. That was like this. Oh, no, 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 no. And then they select Cam York. Oh my God. No, I said, Bergevin, if you don't want me to run on the stage and kick you ASS, select Cole Caulfield because I'm running right there on the stage. And they selected Cole Caulfield. So, guys, from 2010 to 2019, I was at the NHL draft. I did all of them. My summer was always the same thing. But I remember that one. Raphael, I could see Kuznetsov with the Montreal Canadiens. I'm going to talk about this next couple of minutes, guys. Let me finish my list. Kevin McKenna with the Penn State is a question of breaking news. I can't announce this, guys. Is it tonight, tomorrow, next couple of days? But I can guarantee that, guys. Kevin McKenna is going to be with the Penn State. A couple of players already joined that team. I think Lindstrom is one of the Medicine Hat. He's joined that team too. I can't remember. Or a defenseman. Is it Smith, Jackson Smith with Penn State? Anyhow, Penn State will be a powerhouse now in the NCAA. You have Arizona State growing, the Penn State growing, the Michigan, the Minnesota Gopher, the Boston University, Boston College, Michigan State, Quinnipiac. A lot of great hockey program in NCAA. Here we go. P.S. About that, Kamyaka, 6 foot. Here we go. Then, guys, I want to talk about the. Don't forget, guys, we didn't have any sign in the tracker at the track of the free agent tracker. Same players there. I don't know if you have anything you can tell me, but I don't think so. Something happening there. Team Canada today. Projection, guys. Forward, Bennett, Cirelli. I don't know why Anthony Cirelli is still there. Crosby is already, the asterisk is the player are already in. Brendan Agel or Eagle, McKinnon, Marchand, Marner, McDavid, Point, Reinhardt, Sheffley, Stone, Suzuki, and Robert Thomas. Suzuki is part of the projection for the Team Canada for the Olympics in 2026. I'll be honest with you. If you want to mind my own opinion, you can share it with me in the chat if you want to. Certainly, Mark Stone should not be there. Out. Then, Brett Marchand, I know what he accomplished, but his age, I need speed. I need player with bigger size. So that will be my other players right there. I'm still debate for Brendan Eagles. Can Robert Thomas, Nick Suzuki can play winger. Mike Sheffley can play winger. Those three names, I would be surprised to see that. Next one, guys, is the defenseman. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Evan Bouchard, Drew Doughty, Thomas Harley, Kel McCarr, Josh Morrissey, Colton Perico, Shea Theodore, and Steven Tace. I don't see any change on that. I think it's looking good on this one. If you think someone could be there, let me know. And the trickle the other guys, no, Samuel Montembeault is not part of this anymore. Jordan Bennington, Logan Thompson, and Adam Hill are the players going to be submitted on the position of Team Canada. Good all-safety squeeze. J up 8-1. 2015 was a phenomenal draft at the time. At the time, it was the top of the low draft class. Maybe one of the best in the last 21 century. Denver is also a good program as well. Forget about Denver. I apologize for that one. T.H. Jackson Smith, go over there. Thanks so much. Nicolas S. 2028 deep playoff run currently. Lacking top 6. Good question, Nicolas. We're going to get there, by the way. Thanks for being a part of the show tonight, guys. And I want to share, guys, on this one. Here's what was not happening yet in the NHL of summer. Couple of things, guys. First, the Oilers have not upgraded and goal. They still have Skinner and Picard. Stan Bowman led the parade passing. They still have Raymer, Samsonov, Gorgiev, all no contract right there. But the Oilers did not do anything about this right now. Year after year, by the way. You know. My number 2, guys. None of the big name has signed extension. So when we talk about the big name extension, guy, is the players are on the final year contract. McDavid, one of them. Connors, one of them. Kaprizov, one of them. They have many great hockey players, guys, at the final year contract the upcoming season. None of them have a big extension right now by their team. Some bad teams have not really tried to get better. The Chicago Blackhawks is the Buffalo Sabres, guys. They still did not find any players during the UF3. They draft good, but did not add anything to make a difference for the upcoming season. Buffalo still with Bowen Biram. The Chicago did not bring a lot of players around Connor Bedard. And that's a play with that. And then we have also, did not happen yet. There are still a few decent UFA who have not signed yet. We talk about Rosdovic, one of them a couple of minutes ago. And we see the tracker. And there is a ton of cap space floating around out there. Anaheim. San Jose Sharks. It's crazy if you think about that, guys. Anaheim, 28 million. Sharks, 23. Chicago, 22. Jet, 19. Blue Jackets, 16. Pittsburgh, 15. Calgary, 15. Buffalo, 13. Some team will never reach this year the top salary cap. They will play on the minimum. That's the reason you don't see a lot of trade recently in NHL. With the Islanders suddenly have a strong Russian ability. I wonder if there is a real chance Kaprizov in the market. I would be surprised the Wild do this. I think Kaprizov is going to get his contract. But how much? Don't have much cap room. The Oilers or we do a strong ability to attract Russian to join the team. Oilers just cannot solve the Panthers. Big trade confirmed. McDavid going to the Buffalo for Thompson, Dahlin, first round pick at 26, 27, 28. Now McDavid have a close about that. He will say no. I don't want to go to Buffalo. People think McDavid, while opening a business, is signed a 2 contract with 2 others, mean he will stay. I think it would be the opposite run about that. We'll see what's happening about this. Let's move on, guys. Don't forget, please, to click on the like. If you don't mind, that'd be great. The ad news we got tonight. And we don't have any news for the Montreal Canadiens, honestly. But we have some kind of rumor. So let's start with this one, guys. The Montreal Canadiens gave up on Joe Veleno for what we hear from Marco D'Amico or someone else. Joe Veleno is not part of the negotiation with the Montreal Canadiens, so he's going to be maybe the Panthers, the Vegas Golden Knights. I don't see any signature yet, but it's not the answer for the Montreal Canadiens. From the betting site, every year, guys, in July, the MGM and other site, they make some projection. You can put the money on this. They select the Montreal Canadiens to finish 23rd in NHL or 24th, and they're going to finish they're going to be 8th at the NHL draft. Interesting to see that. Are they going to be at the top 10 NHL draft next year? I'm not sure. but we'll see. Any thing could be possible, Butch, for sure. Mike Madison could be traded from Frank Cervelli from a daily off. As a daily off, daily face off. Madison could be traded from him. Can you say you're not going to trade Mike Madison? So I do not know what's going on at this moment with Mike Madison. I think the real answer, guys, is going to be the development of David Rebecca. And Mike Madison could be traded at the trade deadline. That's why I see that. But I could be wrong. Another have like a $3-4 million left. I'm hoping they save cap space at target next year to both get a good draft picks, trade the vets for first, and have the cap space to sign a next year class. I think you're right that another was still a good 4 years away. Nicolas, good point. Nicolas, welcome in the house, by the way. Thanks for RJ for the information. Maybe McDavid need to come play for the Mammoth. Here we go. Coach, any prediction for Demidov stat line next year? Yes. 22 goals, 38 assists. That's equals 60 points. I'll be off maybe a couple of points. I'll be off maybe a couple of goals. But that's my prediction about this TH. Cooley and McDavid would be nice. Cooley is a RFA next season. Madison plus Dak asset for McDavid. Luno plus maybe asset. What do you think? Not good enough, Raphael, to do that. To get out gas, McDavid, and if you want to add Luno, you have to put out Slafkovsky, Cooley, Caulfield, Michael Edge, Jacob Fuller, maybe David Rebecca, Lane Hutson. All the names I just mentioned to you guys equal McDavid. If you don't touch those names, you're not going to trade for Mason McDavid. You thought not too bad a team name. And go, Frank, we will be better. That run Mammoth is weird for me. Since I was the Colorado Mammoth and of la cross game. You have a rumor around the Kuznetsov could be a target for Montreal Canadiens. Look, I watched Kuznetsov all year long. He had 2 injuries last season. One, it was a concussion. He played, 40 games in KHL last season. Some night he was bad. Sometimes he was complaining. Sometimes he was very good. And the KHL guy, his face-off was great. His consistency to play at 100% every shift was not there. That's who he was, Kuznetsov. Now he's 34, 35. I don't know if it's an option at $1 million. We know what kind of player he's been. He couldn't be a little bit, give him a chance to be a part of the culture Montreal for 1 year to help in the development of the region like Demidov. We'll see. As maybe a wild card for the Montreal Canadiens. They have 10 teams running for Kuznetsov right now. He wants to return in the NHL. Put this all together, guys. You have the right answer for that one. I would bet the ad finish better at 24th. Do you think the age makes it? Do you think Michael Edge makes him his debut after Michigan and their college season, or do you think he make it into the season? I don't see him with the Montreal next season. If he signs his LLC at the end of the year, it's going to be more with the Laval Rocket, TH. So that would be my position for him. And I think a 1 year in the American Hockey League, that would be good, TH. I think both Demidov and Bodzik and Dak could be a good line. I'm a little bit surprised that Kuznetsov is a rumor target for the Habs. considering something about a rumor about his character. Yeah, I just give you a definition what he did last season. The Wiggins going to around nice around the Dahm. But now, and let's see, you tell Mammoth get there. Nicolas, if McDavid was wise, he would go somewhere else. Anderson, Nurse, not that one trade or anything, but his contract that hurt that team. You're right about this, Nicolas. I would not be surprised, guys. Connor McDavid signed a 2 year deal at $60 million. They will sit in the office, we say, Stan, look, we need to have a good team again. They lost Perry, Brown, Skinner, Addison, Evander Kane. Last year, Brobert, Holloway. They patch up. It's amazing to see the others guys go at the final with Corey Perry on the top 6 line. They almost win the Stanley Cup. But we'll see. Randy, 33. Would it run? There we go. The talk cruise up is 33. Thanks so much about that. I said 34, right? That was off again. Hey, coach. I'm heading out. Gotta wake up early for work. Wish I could stay longer, but I can't wait for next live. You all take care of yourself. Thanks so much, Rafael. I can wait to see you next time. I'm glad to see you around. I wonder if San Jose or Anaheim have no much cap space to try to sign McDavid next year. The Anaheim Ducks are targeting Jason Robinson. Nurse is going nowhere. Pierre McDavid want to win a Stanley Cup. He should come to Montreal. There we go. The last one, guys. Michael Edge jumped from 190 to 198 pounds. That's what you got, guys, on this great news about Montreal Canadiens. I'm not done yet, guys. We're just talking about this. What's next for Hugo? So what is coming for Hugo for the next couple of weeks, month? And we go. The Canadiens. Here, I'll put this up. Thanks again to be a part of the show tonight. The Canadiens return to playoff next season. The only way we can do that. Dak bounce back. New Hook find his chair. Slafkovsky consistency. The power play should need to be a top 10. The penalty kill have to be the same. The ab goal differential, right? Goal for minus goal again have to be a minimum at plus 10. The Montreal Canadiens are 5-2 versus 5, top 20. It was at the bottom for year after year. They are where I believe if Montreal make the playoff next year, I'm going to see realize those predictions for me is pretty on the target. Of course, Hutson, Caulfield. But they are the three players in the lineup play an important role. First, Dak on the second line center. Slafkovsky on the first line with Suzuki Caulfield. Got 50 points, 51 points the last 2 years. Not bad on the point. But the inconsistency game after game is decision making. I make a video about this today. That's what's coming from. Alex Newhook play now on the third line, not on the second line. Is it enough? But Newhook, is it a center? Is it a winger? Or play with Demidov now. We already have Patrick Laney. Thompson should change the power play for Montreal. Montreal Canadiens power play will be strong now. And a power play goal every game changed completely their standing. The penalty kill was excellent. Savard, Amir, Dvorak. 3 pieces of the puzzle out. The power play was top 15 last season. Losing 3 pieces like this, not easy to take off. It's not a big deal. It is. Not everybody can play on the PK. Hopefully, if they drop, they don't drop more at 2% of what they have. Add a goal differential, guys. It's rare you make the playoff at the negativity on the minus. So Montreal have to be on the positive on that. And the 5 versus 5, they have to score. I could they have a better second line, but it is what it is. Harry, welcome in the house. I hope Hutson does not have the sophomore jinx this upcoming season. Stan, I don't see that. Yeah, maybe 60 points because Thompson is around, but I don't see his performance on the ice to be bad. Does it make sense? Like, he's really off. I don't see that, Stan. Ça va très bien, moi, Harry. J'espère que tout va bien avec toi. Ken Etherway, bonjour. Randy, talk to each other. If anything, McDavid signed a 1 to 2 year contract to Edmonton as respect on that one, Nicolas. That's one of my prediction about this one for the month for that part. So that's all good, guys, on the Montreal Canadiens news on the special edition of the Monday night. Don't forget, please, to subscribe. Click on the like. Become a member of the Hockey Nation Show, a member of the Patreon. Well, you get some perks like that, but you're going to be live with me every Sunday morning, 1 hour, 60 minutes live with other people or member of the hockey. So hopefully to become a members. Never know, run, Ken. Here we go. Moi, ça va bien, mon Harry. Thank you. Parfait, mon Harry. Ça fait plaisir de te voir, mon ami, encore une fois. Here we go, guys. How long it takes? Oh, no. We're going to go to the question of the night before that, guys. If you don't mind, the question of the night. And I have another question. I don't know what I'm doing tonight. But the question of the night, guys. I scrubbed that one. The question was already on the screen. Hopefully you didn't see it. If you see it, I apologize, guys. But it is what it is. Please stand by. Who remember, guys? I'm old man. But a black and white TV. Right? At the end of the show or at the end of the day, they have those kind of screen pop up. The Indians pop up at the end of the show said that the night is over at the TV. Long time ago. But that's remind me that. Please stand by. Here you go, guys. Go to the 2 questions. First, who is the only star to ever sign a multi-year deal that hit the full 20% ceiling? So you have a rule in NHL, guys. If the salary cap is 65 million, 80 million, 90 million, or 100. And the salary cap is at 100, guys. The maximum you can get is 20 millions. That's the max you can get. 20% of the salary cap per year. But you have one players and the history reach the 20%, the highest ceiling in NHL. Who is this players? I remember those screen. I remember that standby sign as it is skilled and it's smart. I don't worry about it so far. So give me an answer, guys, in the chat, if you don't mind. Randy, Sidney Crosby, David Gervais, hype. What Dixit Cup run? Ah, c'est bien, moi, Harry. J'espère que tu vas bien, hein? I'm going with McKenna, Woody. One minute. Frank go with Matthews. Pete go Federal. Yeah, interesting. Kovalchuk. Alia Kovalchuk with the Devils, I believe. Could be another answer. If I get the right answer, guys, I'm going to stop this. Je comprends pas la question, David. Donc, la question, c'est quel joueur, David, quand il a signé son contrat, a 20% du salaire dans la masse salariale de l'équipe. Donc, la masse salariale de l'équipe, c'est 100%, David. Puis les joueurs, quand leur contrat est dans la masse, ça a un pourcentage. Exemple, si tu as 100 millions ton cap, puis ton contrat c'est 10 millions, tu as 10% de la masse salariale. Mais il y a seulement un joueur dans la Ligue nationale que son contrat était 20% de maximum que tu peux avoir dans la Ligue nationale. Où est-il? Ovechkin, Malkin, Patrick Kane, Perry, Bronger. Here we go, guys. Surprisingly, guys, nobody got it. But it's not surprising. It was not an easy one. Brad Richards, Tampa Bay Lightning, 2006. The cap limit, guys, was $39 million. And his contract was $7.8 million. So, he was the only one in NHL reached the top 20% in NHL. Never any other player reached that level like Brad Richards, Gretzky. And Cornwall, merci, je comprends. J'ai compris, David. Pas de problème, mon ami. Ça me fait plaisir. Have another question, guys, but I'm going to keep it for the next show. The next show. Yeah. The biggest subject of the night, guys, is this. The Canadiens are cup contender. Don't forget, guys, click on the like. If you don't mind, that'd be great. Become a contender. I'm talking about a top 4. You don't have to reach the Stanley Cup. You have to play on the 3rd round of the playoff. The last couple of years, guys, Carolina, Florida Panthers, Oilers, been there. You can add Dallas Star if you want to. So, Montreal Canadiens, how do you feel? When? This is a question in the chat on the pool also tonight. To get the Dustin of history, Frank Butch was the worth it run. So, what is missing, guys, for the Montreal Canadiens to reach that level? But we're missing a second center. We're missing a third center. We're missing a left center shooter. We're missing a right defenseman top 4. We're missing a top goalie. We need to be bigger. And we need to play with more physicality. For checking, hit, I can go the way. They are the recipes of what's missing for the Montreal Canadiens to become a solid team in NHL. Without this, it would be impossible for the Montreal Canadiens to be on the top 10 and then to be close to go all the way to the top 4. He won't do it. Stan, I'm getting older too, like me. Coach William, let's me A2. Tough question for Coach in the chat. If the Habs are in the playoff spot or close to the trade Laney or Madison at the deadline. The only way to trade Madison A2 is if Rebecca play a solid year with them. For Laney, if they have a good run in the playoff, they're not going to trade him A2. It will be more important for them to have a meaningful game and make the playoff, or to try to make the playoff at trade Patrick Laney. At the end, the cost for him costs nothing. That's my point of view about that. But good question. Coach, what key position could push the Habs into contention? Do you think have all the pieces? And that give you an answer right there, Willie. Right there in front of you. I will just talk about this. Coach, I think you are wrong. The Federal signed with Detroit pays 20,000 for 40 million a season for that one, Pete. I have to check again for that one, Pete. Javier, if they get the lucky, look like Hutson. Welcome back, Lucky. 3 years for Butch. I did not realize that Carolina won 16 of the last 3-time play on the ECFC. Yes, Ron. Montembeau is gonna play good next season, but I know it. Montembeau, Harry. Top goalie is more a need a true two center. Pete. Hello, Gary Conway. Welcome back from UPS. If we got the 4 or 5 of that until 2027, we're contender for 8 years. Okay, bonjour, Gary. Comment ça va? Ken, we need coach as coach. Here we go. So this is going to give you an idea. So what I did, guys, now you're going to not like it. When the Montreal Canadiens are going to be a top 4 or a top 10, I want you in the chat. This is going to be very interesting. Which player are right now and the lineup for the Montreal Canadiens are not going to be part of that team? How many of them? So what I did, guys, I select players out of the team. And I know some of you will be shocking to see one of them. That's what I believe. Who won't be there when the Montreal Canadiens are going to be a top team in the NHL? Cole Caulfield, not going to be there. Patrick Laney, Alex Newhook, Josh Anderson, Brendan Gallagher, Jake Evans, Jaden Strobel, Alex Carrier, Mike Madison, Samuel Montembeau. I think it's 10 players. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 players of the roster we have tonight are not going to be there with the Montreal Canadiens. Now we're going to say why could be that is not there. I believe his body 6'4" are going to save his life with the Montreal Canadiens. I could be wrong, but what I see right now. Why Jeka is still there? Because they will need his body. Until maybe one his brother is the team could be trade. They are my 2 other players. I was 50-50. But I would like to hear guys to tell me what you think. Evans and 3 years PS. Newhook, Dak, Gallagher, Anderson, Carrier, Montembeau, David, Harry, Caulfield, Laney for David. 3 years PS. Caulfield is not going anywhere. He's going to be trade, guys. I predict Cole Caulfield won't be with the Montreal Canadiens in 2028. I know you don't want to hear that. I know. But if the Montreal Canadiens have to win, you have to sacrifice players. Who would say Jonathan Huberdeau was going to be traded in Florida? They did it. Cole Caulfield at 5'7" are not going to make the Montreal Canadiens to win the Stanley Cup. I apologize to do that, but that's the reality behind that. I know. I understand. I understand. You take Mika Rantanen or you take Cole Caulfield? You take Kyle Connors or you take Cole Caulfield? You take Jason Robinson 6'3" or you take Cole Caulfield 5'7"? I know. I know. I know. I could be wrong. But if you want to get players, you want to become a better team, you have to sacrifice. It's not going to be Slafkovsky. It's not going to be Suzuki. It's not going to be Demidov. It's not going to be Caden Coley. It's not going to be Lane Hutson. After that, it's Cole Caulfield. It is what it is. Why give him praise to LJ Money is because, and I said it's going to be what I said about LJ. I never said it's going to be a solid player in the NHL. It's going to be a top player from Montreal. I said, Maurice, what I said, the kids are his size, could make the NHL one day. I never said Montreal was going to win a Stanley Cup with LJ Money. But is the kind of players don't bet against him. I see with Lane Hutson. We'll see what he look like next year and NCAA about Loney. Here we go. We keep Caulfield. P.S. Robinson in the playoff was Gary. And Lenny Engstrom, first one pick for and pick Lenny. P.S. Engstrom, Lenny, Dak, and New York. If you're willing to sacrifice Caulfield, Maurice, New York defensively would be gone and moves are the other except Mark Elliott will come Caulfield and maybe Evans. Question is Martin still be there? You cannot just take size into account. Skill matters as well. Caulfield over Robinson any day of the week. Coach might be a little wrong. Here we go. Let's see, guys. Robinson's stat versus Caulfield. All right. How many points Caulfield last year? Jason Robinson, 80 points. In his last 4 seasons, 41, 46, 46, 41, 46, 29, and 35. Jason Robinson. Caulfield, 28, 26 the year before that. 109 point Robinson, 79 before that, 80 point and 80 points for Jason Robinson. You have a 6'3" player on the winger. It's right there. That proved to you right there. At any moment, Jason Robinson is minus and the dollar star. Plus 10, 19, 37, plus 16, plus 13 cents he joined the NHL. He has 394 points and 374 games. 25 years old. A shooting percentage, guys, 16, 12, 14, 18. What this proved to me is a finisher. Last year, he had a tough playoff, 6 point and 11 game. The year before that, 16 point, 19 game. The year before that, 18 point and 19 game. Until Cole Caulfield reached those numbers, I would take Jason Robinson in front of Cole Caulfield because he's a 6'3" body. And you have to win with big body. You cannot win with small body. So you have to tell me now today why Cole Caulfield is better at Jason Robinson. Send it to me. Give me your best shot to prove to me Cole Caulfield is better at Jason Robinson, and I'm going to respond to all of you after that. I'm not the god in hockey. But if you want to reach to be a top 4, you have to sacrifice players. Cole Caulfield is one of them. Could be another one too. But this is what I'm thinking. I'm around or Marchesso at 1, the Connie Smythe at 5'9". I want to top die compressor. Here we go. You're absolutely right, PLW. How many times an NHL a 5'9" won the MVP? How many times a Stanley Cup winner win the Stanley Cup with a forward on the top 6? At 5'10" and less. I said, oh, Yannick Gourde. He was not the top 6. So now, guys, you tell me one time in the last 25 years they did it. So, okay, we're going to be the next team win the Stanley Cup with a 5-7 top 3 on the first line in NHL. The probability is maybe 5%. But PLW said, yeah, but Narciso did it. Who is 5'9", play for the Florida Panthers on the top 6? Bennett, Ketchup, Verhey, Reynard, Barkov. Is what it is. Caulfield, David for Cooley. Now, maybe Cooley is 6 foot. Pretty close, Roy. Caulfield does produce, and the playoff one is was the problem. Is Caulfield shorter que Martin Saint-Louis? I would say maybe they are the same size. Maybe I'd make a move and get the Hoffman back, Woody. Yeah, possible. Even Gallagher surprised me last season, but you are correct, PLW. Caulfield is getting better and better, Pete Martin. You're right. He's getting better. You need a Kadri type of players, Randy. Sat or not everything you show now. You show now that coach. C'est l'argument. Dude cannot skate. And Dallas was one of the better que the Habs. I don't know. That's what is coming from Robinson, guys. Did you check, guys, the NHL edges stat in NHL? Go get the speed of Robinson. I'm going to show to you guys the stat of Robinson skating in NHL. You know the first one? I heard this all the time. Robinson cannot skate. We'll see. Again, I talk about Jason Robinson. Could be Mika Rantanen. Could be Kyle Connors. Could be David Pastrnak. Does it make sense? Like, I took an example with Jason Robinson, but it's not because it's Jason Robinson. I've tried to make a point. If Montreal Canadiens want to reach the next level, you have to sacrifice a player to get bigger and to get a top 6. Casey is a big fan of the Cole Caulfield. And he does not understand why Cole Caulfield is not on the ice at the end of the game. The Montreal lead 2-1. Why do you think he is not on the ice at the end of the game, Cole Caulfield? You have a reason behind that. But for him, he believes Cole Caulfield should be on the ice at the end of the game. Stat on that, 82 said about this. PS, they are one thing that the stat sheet does not show. Robinson and Rantanen have money sign tattoo where Caulfield has a Sage tattoo on his heart. About that. The one thing I know about PS about Rantanen, he have a Stanley Cup on his pocket. If you go that way. Rantanen proved in NHL who he is. PS. Ron Robinson is good. Robinson, big boy, 6'3". Here we go. Also consider Robinson situation play to Robinson, why does not Dallas want him? Kenneth. That's not because they don't want him. It's because sometimes you have to pick up the salary cap. Why do you think the Blues trade Kyrou right now? They try to keep Kyrou. Robinson is slow as molasses and disappear on the playoff. Again, I'm going to repeat his stat in the playoff. 16 point, 18 point, and 19 game each year. Last year, he's struggling. He has 6 point and 11 game. A 0.5 point per game, by the way. He plays 17 minutes per game. And again, you guys, you put me Jason Robinson. I'll just give you an example about Jason Robinson. It could be another winger. Caulfield, 70 points last season. 65 the year before that. He had 23, 26, 28, and 37 goals at Cole Caulfield. Has 12 points and 20 game on this. Caulfield is 4 points and 5 games in the playoff. Both of them is -5 and -6. Caulfield. Is the chase what up with the rumor trading Robinson in Dallas? Connor McDavid maybe not return with Edmonton Oilers. They pick Mika Rantanen over maybe Jason Robinson. Again, let's change the subject and let's talk about David Pastrnak. Do you prefer David Pastrnak or Cole Caulfield? Because now you're jumping only on Jason Robinson. My point, guy, is not about a specific players. It's about Cole Caulfield at 5'7" on the top line and the playoff. If you want to be a top 4, I would prefer to have Kevin McKenna on the top line over Cole Caulfield. I would prefer to have Matthew Nice, a big body. I'll just give you an example. A solid 40 goal scorer in NHL, bigger at Cole Caulfield. Name it, give me any name, it's okay. We start with Robinson. I was not comparing Cole Caulfield versus Jason Robinson. I'll just give you an example of the size of the players. That's it. Mika Rantanen with McKinnon. What's the size of McKinnon? What's the size of Gallagher? Even Sankos. After play with a rebuilding team is not fair to compare. So, all of you tonight, I would take a note of this night, July 7. You're telling me Montreal Canadiens are going to win the Stanley Cup with Cole Caulfield or going to be a top 4 with Cole Caulfield in the lineup. When this happened, I was said I was wrong. Yeah, no one of you said Cole Caulfield is going to be a part, is not going to be a part of the top 4 when the Montreal Canadiens are going to be there. That's okay. Again, you compare, guy, it's not Caulfield versus Robinson. Stop, you said that to me right now. Caulfield against Pastrnak, Rantanen, Tkachuk, Barkov, McDavid, anyone are bigger as a winger over Cole Caulfield. You want the Stanley Cup. If you want to get a top 6 forward, you have to sacrifice. Look like for you, Cole Caulfield is untouchable with the Montreal Canadiens. And what you telling me right now tonight, you tell me you win with Cole Caulfield. If you lose Cole Caulfield, you cannot win the Stanley Cup. I will say to you, I disagree. You can trade Cole Caulfield, and then you can get a better player, bigger size. Again, Kenny, you talk about Robinson, a year Robinson. You talk about, stop talking about Robinson. Jeez. Don't talking about Robinson. Give me any winger big in NHL. That's a Kachuk. There we go. Bernie Kachuk. Do you take Bernie Kachuk or Cole Caulfield? Stop talking about Jason Robinson. Do you take Do you take Bernie Kachuk over Caulfield? Again, Pete talk about Robinson. Caulfield part of the culture, the humor, and the leadership core. Amos, don't do it, coach. PS, how far is Martin Saint-Louis pretty sure he has instrumental and Tampa win? Robinson was surrounded with a good experienced players. Then again, you talk about him. Only 2 players under 6 foot won the Connie Smythe run. Oh, interesting. Would you trade Caulfield and Rebecca for Robinson? Caulfield better que Robinson. Caulfield is better track record, but again, Robinson, you guys, stop talking about Robinson. Ratanen, there you go. Mika Ratanen. Do you take Mika Ratanen or you take Cole Caulfield? If you go that way, ask me this question. C'est Patrick Kane et Marchessault à PW. Really? Patrick Kane. Patrick Kane is not there. Patrick Kane is 5'10". He's not 5'9". PW. Goalie 6'2", yeah. Mate, goalies win Connie Smythe always. Jason Caulfield over Connor. Robinson is slow. PS, again, you talk about Robinson. Naslund, guys. Caulfield, bat 37 at the shot, guys. Our history today, NHL is about speed and power. Right, here we go. Conway did win the Connie Smythe 3-time run. Cannot have 10 players at 5'8". We understand that, but having 1 or 2 does not matter, especially if they work hard like Caulfield in Hutson. All right. I will just skip everything. We compare again Robinson. Pasternak might be a trade to maybe from the Boston Bruins. Here we go. And plus 5 years about that. You compare Caulfield to star players. Look at Hutson, but that's my point behind that. If all these players are not better, start a new rebuild because the pipeline is not all that great right now. Coach, if you're around, you need to back up your air. Here we go. Netlander, 3-4 years. And Connor Brown, run. Forsberg, Roy, Tom Wilson. Caulfield is not at his prime yet. Robinson got there. Again, Robinson. Oh my God. Joe Thornton, 6'4", great player, slow. How many cup? Travis Konechny, Caulfield got 37. Terran Fleury, here we go. Marcel Marchand or Caulfield? Again, guys, this won't be there in the next 3, 4, 5 years. Okay? So the Montreal Canadiens prospect could play with the Montreal Canadiens when they're going to become better and maybe train to win the Stanley Cup. It's going to have Florent Jacquet, Michael Edge, David Rebacker, and Jacob Fuller. All my 4 players, I expect them to be with the Montreal Canadiens when they're going to try to win the Stanley Cup. Can be contender if they work on their defense, a quick counter attack, work on the trap defense, and keep supporting the puck carrier 32. About that. So that's happening, guys, about this for the Montreal Canadiens. When the Montreal Canadiens are going to get those 4 players, they're going to pick up the players are not there anymore from that list before that. So you need at least 10 new players for join the Montreal Canadiens. From that list, 4 players going to be with Montreal Canadiens. I didn't mention Kapanen, Beck, Engstrom, Slafkovsky, because we don't know who they're going to be. But for what I see in the last 2 years, I believe Jacquet, Edge, Rebacker, and Fuller are going to be part of the Montreal Canadiens. At that time, you're going to be on that one. Is that list? I don't see anyone better than Caulfield. Again, why are you talking about Cole Caulfield? Jeez, stop talking about Cole Caulfield. I don't compare that list with Cole Caulfield. What the heck's going on here? Wake up, buddy. I'm talking about to build a team to try to win the Stanley Cup. You want to win the Stanley Cup with Cole Caulfield? Get it. I got it. You guys want Cole Caulfield in your team. I got it. That's good. That's awesome. We have Cole Caulfield. That's great. We're going to win the Stanley Cup. That's perfect. This is what you want. That's perfect. For me, I don't see Cole Caulfield in the team. That's it. Don't talk about Robinson or Pesnak or Ratanen. But if you want to win the Stanley Cup, or try to win, they would have to sacrifice players. You sacrifice Cole Caulfield. Why? Because the Montreal Canadiens need 5 more from the UFA and the trade to be bigger, to be more physical, to have more speed, and to play with Grinder, Tom Wilson, Ketchup, the boat Ketchup. I can go all the way. If you don't do that, it will not. Now, if you want to keep Cole Caulfield, trade Suzuki. But you would have to sacrifice one of your top 5 to get better. The Panthers trade Jonathan Huberdeau to get better, to what's missing to join the NHL and to win the Stanley Cup twice. They did it. Did it. I tried to explain to you, if you want to win Stanley Cup, You have to sacrifice one player to be better. Me, it's Cole Caulfield. You, it's maybe Slafkovsky. You, it's maybe Kirby Duck. It's maybe Alex Newhook. It's maybe who knows what you want. But you're not going to win the Stanley Cup for what they have right now and who they are right now. So the point of this exercise is to show to you who is not going to be there at the Stanley Cup final, or they're going to be at the top 4. If Cole Caulfield is the god in hockey and you have to win with Cole Caulfield, this is you. To get better, to get bigger, to get physical, to get a grinder, to get a sandpaper, to get a guys can join the Montreal Canadiens because they're missing this piece. To get there, I trade Cole Caulfield. Disagree with me? It's all good. It's okay. I have no problem with that part. Let me... Let's not compare Cole Caulfield for what I just showed you right now. Here, guys. Are you kidding me? That guy, top 6, bottom 6. Edge, maybe, second line. Rebecca, top 4. Follow the goaltender starter. So why Cole Caulfield in that conversation? Look, I don't get it. And finally, guys, it will take at least 5 years before the Montreal Canadiens are going to be a contender of the top 4 in NHL. They cannot get there before the next 5 years. This is what I'm thinking. Again, I'm going to repeat. If you want to sacrifice to get better, you have to sacrifice one player. Who do you sacrifice? Demidov, Hutson, Kaden Cooley, Nick Suzuki, Slafkovsky, or Cole Caulfield? Put me in the chat right now. Give me in the chat, who do you want to get trade between the players I just mentioned to you? Some fans want the team stay with the same roster for 20 years, David. They can afford one small forward. Only having Cole is okay, but on the top 2 line, need 3 guys qui control the physical domination. Yeah, good point about that, travel. James, let Mitch Marner go to shake up the core. So 4 or 5 years, it's conceivable that the Habs make a similar decision on Cole Caulfield. Who will be the first hype, David? Coach Drew, first blood, not me. Yak, I will be 70 cents. Cooley, PS. So PS trade Kaden Cooley. That's okay. That's okay. I trade Cole Caulfield. But for me, Kaden Cooley play a solid situation of the defensive zone Montreal versus Cole Caulfield. Now, if you trade Kaden Cooley, you have to figure out an NHL, a left defenseman, better at him. At pool table, we get a bidding tonight. Caulfield, Slafkovsky, Royce trade, Slafkovsky. We built that last 9 years. Damn, we are in the trouble at PLW. Nicholas, they really depends on the target and the composition of the team on that point. Great point. Harry. Coach, we would need to make a trade who no one knows yet. Pete Martin. Devon Cup Canada, that is a Canadian goal. Yeah, that's definitely a goal for the Montreal Canadiens to be at the top 4 at some point about that. But the exercise tonight, guys, it was about this. It turned around to be Cole Caulfield. But my point behind that is Montreal would take about 5 years to reach that level. Montreal Canadiens have to sacrifice one of the top players to get there. And Montreal will need to remove 10 of the players mentioned to you, maybe 12 if you want to add Kirby Duck and what was the next one? Another one, or Jekai. On the 10 players they're going to remove, 5 are coming at least for the Montreal Canadiens pipeline, maybe 6 with Slafkovsky. I did not include Beck and Kapanen. From that, you have to pick up now the UF3 and the trade. If the Montreal Canadiens, think about this. What happening is when they play off against Washington, guys? What it was missing? But it was missing, guys, the physicality. The Montreal was small. That's what we got. Right? Are you agree with me? It was the physicality of the Montreal Canadiens was not there, and it was small versus Washington. It was a key factor of the playoff. So what happening during the summer, guys? We did not get bigger. We did not get physical players. I'm going to see Thompson. Yeah, it's a right defenseman, but he's not physical. Get Budzik, but he's only 6 foot. So Montreal Canadiens did not add what they are missing to make the playoff next year. Does that make sense? Like right now, if they return to the playoff, they have the same problem they have. They are small and they are not physical. Until they fix 2 problems of this, but Montreal is going to be the same problem year after year. So how you fix this is we go on the trade market, on the UFA, and bring those kind of players you don't have to make that thing better. That's what I believe this was missing last year. If you feel they was missing something else, but you can tell me something. But I see that. If Slafkovsky does not improve, does not become a true power forward, he needs to go, Roy. We need Jekai match 1 and 2. Have a good night, Randy. Trade everybody and go in the deep forest to get some Bigfoot and the lineup. Budzik is bigger and physical. Pete August. Dak is big and hopefully healthy. Peter Budzik is only 6 foot. He's not 6'2", 6'3", 6'4". He played with speed, yes. But a small last year too, and make it. Oh yeah, Toronto, he make it every year. I mean, they win only 1 series. So at the time, Florida Panthers make it, and they won the Stanley Cup. 2 vision. Shanahan did not want to change the core. He to change Huberdeau. But it looked like tonight you cannot change the core in Montreal. A big problem is that everyone chasing the Florida model, so those type of the guy are overpriced. Have to guess a bit with younger guys who are not there yet. How big Bennett? Bennett what? I'm not sure. 6 foot? 6'1". But again, opinion. This is what I believe is going to happening for the Montreal Canadiens. I could be wrong. McKenna 6'3". Dvorak 6'1". Neither of them hit, but 6 foot, but he hit hard. Forget Eneman 6'2". Tony, next time. Send the man. Offense get you to the playoff, but defense win the cup. The Habs are a solid center and further away from being serious cup contender. 6 month weight, 200 pounds, less experience. I agree with you, Roy. Montreal was suffer. It was soft against them. Alex Sahi got destroyed, guys, at the blue line, at the red line. Like, destroy. Wilson, Dubois, McMichael. The forechecking of the Washington constantly put the defenseman of Montreal and the glass behind the goal line. The Washington, the speed, the physicality, they was hit everything. Every time Montreal had the puck, someone was hitting them. They nicked down at the 4 line. It's not about only the experience. Yeah, Montreal cannot respond with Cole Caulfield and Nick Suzuki. Here we go. PLW. It's Amazon Prime Day tomorrow. Montreal are young. I agree with you. But it's solid. A cut winner better que Hanneman, David. I'm not gonna say Florida won the defensive game and they won the physical game and run. Next year we make the playoff and we will win versus Toronto in 7. It's time for Montreal to overpay for a good center, Butch. They raised the regular price last week. Montreal defense now has changed and all big and can clear the net easily except Hutson. Hyman's importance was underrated. Edmonton were missing him badly and the final. You're right. Bonne Harry. Mac, don't kill my dream. PLW. Everything on that, guys. Ottawa would finish ahead of Toronto next season. Ah! Yeah, but Devin, it's not because you're 6'2 or 6'1, guys. Like, when they compare guys, the team, one is bigger that way, that's not shame for me. The Washington destroyed the Montreal because the physicality of the players. That's proven. Montreal was small as a defenseman. Bonne soirée, Harry. Next play of Thorpe, Jekai, Blais, and Bolduc will rock the house. You cannot fall in love with the players, Roy. Here we go. You don't have to dominate physicality, but you must be able to compete with it. That's a good point, Aaron. Nicholas. GF, Blais is a scrum. Let's not count on him play much. He should be in the Laval most night, GF, yeah. And because of the referee, let's not forget. Remy Blais is 6'2". What a night! I don't want to go to the clash because we take too much time here. So, your 4-line and toughness is addressed. Those players are in the system already. For now, get a second ESPS. I agree with you, Peter, about that. I think they have a couple of players they can hit. I don't know the development of Thorpe and maybe Popanukis. We're getting bigger on the draft, for sure. The development of them will be what it look like. But tonight, I give you an overview what it would take for the Montreal Canadiens. It could be early. I'll be wrong. It could be later. I could be wrong. And of course, that will give you also what players are not going to be there. And it looked like I was stuck between Cole Caulfield and Jason Robinson. I was just trying to compare. I could take next time David Pastrnak versus Cole Caulfield. And I feel this is the player Montreal could trade to get what is missing the Montreal Canadiens to go farther in the playoff. This is what I'm thinking. Like Pierre W, the biggest win with Jonathan Marchessault, Montreal could win with Cole Caulfield. Completely understand that. But if one player could be traded and could give the missing piece, in my opinion, it's Cole Caulfield. The Dallas Star trade Logan Stankoven, a good hockey player, only 5'8", to get Mika Rantanen. Alex DeBrincat got traded at 5'8" to go there. Said that they can win with Cole Caulfield, I'll be very happy. About that, James, Ab experience playoff intensity for first time. Wi-Fi be better for it. That said, you keeper need to be able to with for round to be physicality. Yeah, Montreal does not need to get bigger. They need to get you cannot ask the Cole Caulfield to go in the corner and to beat a guy at 230 pounds. That's the reason he does not play on the last at 6 versus 5. You cannot ask Alex Newhook at 5'11" to be more physical. It's not part of his DNA. When I'm here at 6'4", he cannot be physical in the corner against Tom Wilson. It's not part of who he is. The reality, Montreal does not have any power forward to make its friends. At least, Slafkovsky become that forward. Et voilà. Roy, you need it. Why Montreal going to get Sammy Blair? And why any other 31 team did not want Sammy Blair last season? But here at Montreal, we want him. There's a reason behind that, right? You're right, Lip. This is my suggestion. And I'm not an expert like Marco D'Amico or Tony Marinaro, or Gilbert Delorme, or Denis Gauthier. Team need to have every kind of players on their team to win the cup. Harry, about bonne nuit, Harry, good night. Peter, no, if someone put him on the 4 line. But look, for run, no, for run, it was PS, I believe he said that. Peter said, physically come with the image of the coach. But I think, Peter, that's the DNA of the team, right? How you want your team play. Physical or play with skill? No expert can see the future, coach. Only me, look, can see the future. I see a cheese on the right side. Oh, I see another one on the left side. I see Cole Caulfield. Coach, the whole team does not have to be big if it's called only a select 4 or 5 players. Anderson was just a physical and Wilson, for example. You're right about that. Right about that. Behind that, Peter, is this part. At some point, Peter, are you agree? If you get eliminated first round, second round, first round, second round, you're missing something in the team, right? Could be physical thing. It could be the speed. It could be the center. It could be anything. I'm sure you agree with me about that. To missing this piece of the puzzle, in my opinion, they will trade Cole Caulfield to fill that hole they don't have to go to the next level. That's how I see that. That's simple. That's it. It's not Jason Robinson. It's not David Pastrnak. It's not Kyle Connor. I don't know. What I know or what I feel and what I see, if they want to get bigger, better for the playoff to go to round 3, round 4, I believe they will have to sacrifice a players. And that plus for me is Cole Caulfield. Now, it could be Slafkovsky. It could be Kyrou Cooley, like he said. Or it could be another one. Or it could be nobody. And they pay a player $12 million on the market. I don't know. But my projection of the 5 years, I put 10 to 12 players out of the lineup tonight. I pick up 5 or 6 of the Laval Rocket. I'm missing 5, 6 players to reach that team to make the playoff, to make the Stanley Cup. From the 6 players, they come from trade or UFA. And to get what is missing, sometimes you have to sacrifice. It's impossible in my head. We have to keep Suzuki, Caulfield, Slafkovsky, Demidov, Kyrou Cooley, Lynn Hutson. That's 7 player right, 6, 7 player right there. It's happened. You have to trade to get something in return. And sometimes you're lucky, you trade almost nothing to get Montour or to get Sam Bennett. Sam Reinhart or Zeb Jones. But you have to trade Huberdeau to get Ketchup. Again, the time we tell us. You're absolutely, Peter, about that. I agree with you. Don't have a necessary sacrifice, Caulfield. What they sacrificed for Thompson, he asked you before the trade, you probably would have said if we cost us Suzuki or Slafkovsky. We stubborn coach. Now, again, Peter, I don't said Cole Caulfield trade tonight, next year, next 2 years. But I could see Cole Caulfield to be trade at year number 3, 4, or 5 to get what is missing. Does it make sense? I see that. Mark, have a good night, buddy. Gotta go. Have a one of good Tampa. Good night there. Thanks so much. How many of that list? I put all the lists out. Look. Yes, Panther Gym is really good. Maurice, Ab right now are trained to get younger. Great point. Hughes will trade whatever he need to trade to get bigger. Keep it with you. I agree with you. Again, guys, I didn't say the trade Cole Caulfield this year or next year. The player I said, guys, is the next 5 years. Remember, I said 5 years minimum. I said I would not be surprised they sacrifice Cole Caulfield at some point. Again, I didn't have no timeline about Cole Caulfield. And again, they may be keeping. But for what I know, for how they talk, they want to be big. They want to be a style of the players with speed. That's how I see that. Right, Pete. What it is, the last 4 cup, one trade for a top player from Buffalo. Trade from Buffalo. Maybe that's the key, is to trade with Buffalo. Hey, if we need to push under the dirt, that. What a night, guys, on this one. Nobody is under the ball. You're right. If Wayne Gretzky got trade, everybody can trade. There we go, guys. Hopefully an amazing, great night with the Hockey Nation show. Sometimes coach is like never upset. Never upset. Look, I'm just feel like I need to make my point. But we love all of you. What a great night, Hockey Nation show. It's summertime. We still argue. We still fighting. We still try to make a point. And we still disagree. And we have July 7. Imagine in December when the Montreal lose 5 games. At the end of the day, guys, don't tell this to anybody. I like Cole Caulfield. I like him. But sometimes, to be better, you have to sacrifice something I don't want to lose. We see. PW. Oh, Peter, you name it. We all passionate. Like we do at the hockey when you leave the room, we high-five the coach. High-five me before you leave the building tonight. Click on this likes, on the subscribe. Become a member of the channel, of the Patreon. You can help the channel to grow, to get better. Tell your friend to become a subscriber. We're missing 300 subscribers to get 10,000. We can find a way to get that goal on October 10. Don't forget to watch my video every morning, 10 a.m. And don't forget to come back tomorrow night at 8:30 p.m. That's the only thing we do every single day. It's a visa day for me. Can X account can put me out of the jail today? We'll see. Until then, my friend, the only reason we love each other, you are awesome. You are amazing. You are the best. And remember, you have greatness inside of you. That's that song of the great evening of the Hockey Nation show. Don't forget to come back tomorrow. Until then, my friend, be well, be L. Find a way not only dominate your day, but find a way to dominate the second half of what? Someone said 2025. Until the next time, my friend, the Hockey Nation show, the Habs Nation, and all the cheese. That to you, Luc Lafortune. We love you, friends. Have a great night, everybody. Thanks, Devin, to be with us. Also, don't forget, guys, to follow Devin on his website, on his channel, the Recliner. I cannot forget. I forget the name. The Recliner something sport, whatever it is. I apologize for that. Good night, Luc. Good night, Peter, RJ, Pete, Harry, RJ, David, Billy, Frank, Raphael, and Mr. Nartap. We love you. I can't wait to see you again. I know it's going to be okay. Good night, Harry. Look. Booyah. Good night, everybody.